Welcome to Andrea Speaks TV. I'm your host, Andrea, back to bring you news and commentary you can use. Listen, happy Sunday to you. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. And thank you, as always, for supporting me here on the channel, okay? As a matter of fact, let me make sure that my device is charging. Okay. I'll try not to keep you all... I had to make sure nothing was going on with here, okay? As I was saying, I'll try not to keep you all long, okay? I thought I heard some thunder in the background where I am. And I'm gonna try not to be on here too long, okay? All right, thank you all so much, whether you're watching now live or if you're watching the replay. I want to say thank you all so much for your continued support, okay? I hope that, let me know in the comments where you're watching from, okay? If this is your first time tuning in, welcome, welcome. Or if you're a returning subscriber, supporter, I want to say thank you so much, okay? Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. That will also give me your feedback. Let me know that you can hear me, that you can see me, and all of those things, okay? All right, I'm going to go on the page here. Sometimes this platform doesn't always let my people know when I'm live. So let me just share this to our community tab, okay? Also, if you have not already, okay, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel and join our community here, okay? I appreciate all of you, okay? There are over, 1,200 of you, according to my analytics, who are subscribed to the channel. And I appreciate each and every one of you, okay? Listen, y'all, a lot has been happening. You all know I'm here in Georgia, okay? The great state of Georgia, the Peach State, as we're known here. Most recently, I have been bringing you all coverage about the water crisis that has been happening throughout parts of Atlanta, Metro Atlanta. And even right now at the time of this video, while they have made some repairs, okay, according to news sources, although they have made repairs, I need to charge up my computer. Although they have made repairs, hello to everyone watching, okay? Thank you all so much for tuning in. Are you able to hear me and see me? Okay, let me know if you're able to hear me and see me. Y'all, I got on an old dress. It probably got some holes in it and things like that, but that's okay. Y'all pay attention to the message, okay? Listen, y'all know how it is sometimes, ladies. You have the older dresses that, you know, you wash over and over, and sometimes they may get torn or whatever, but guess what? It's still comfortable, okay? So that's what I'm rolling with. But listen, y'all, what I'm saying is at the time of this video, okay, at the time of this recording, there are still some people who do not have access to, or I'll say they still don't have water at their current home or place of business. And so, you know, the city of Atlanta is having to, they have different locations where set up around the city where people can go and pick up water. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Hello to everyone who's watching. Hi, thank you all so much. I want to invite you to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and join our community. Okay, please let me know, because this platform, sometimes it does its own thing. Please let me know if you got the notification that, excuse me, that I was live. Okay, can you please let me know in the chat? Welcome, welcome. Please put a comment or something in the chat, a comment, an emoji. Let me know the chat is working, y'all. Okay, can you hear me? Can you see me? Please give me some feedback, okay? I have a few important things that I want to share with you all. Let me see first. Let me do something really quick. All right, so let me make sure that the comments are working. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Let me see. Okay. Okay. All right. So I did type something in the chat there. Okay. If you all can let me know if you can hear me and see me. Again, I want to say welcome. Listen, I thought I heard right before I came on, I thought I heard some thundering in the background outside. So let me go ahead and tell you all what it is that I want to share. Okay. As I was just saying, here in Georgia, okay, in Atlanta to be specific, most recently, there have been reports of major water main breaks happening throughout the city. The question I have is, how is all of this happening around the same time? You know, you usually hear about maybe one, maybe two, okay, but at least one happened at a time. But more than one, like two or three, then it becomes like, okay, like what's going on? Is our water supply under attack? Okay, and these are things that I have talked about before, prior to this event here, right here on the channel. And it just shows me, and it should show you even more why. I made a post about this on the community tab. It should tell all of us, okay, this should be another example of why we all should be prepared, okay? Whether that's making sure we have our own bottled water at home, or water filters, water filtration system, just having a backup plan, okay? So that you, in a times of a crisis, and what have I said, y'all, before on the channel? All it takes is just one crisis, right? Those people were not planning for their water to be out. Do you all know how? Do you know and understand just how important water is to life? Water is very essential to life, right? And so we all, okay, need to have a backup plan when it comes to water, okay? Do you agree or disagree? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, whether you're watching now live or whether you're watching the replay, okay? That's what's been happening in Georgia. There was also a report this afternoon that while, you know, people are still dealing with the effects of the water crisis, the water situation that was happening, lo and behold, somehow, for some reason, which is unknown at this time, okay, the power went out at the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, okay? If you're not familiar with the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, at one time, it may currently even be now, the world's busiest airport, okay, in Atlanta, Georgia. The power went out in some parts of the airport. So again, thinking about what's currently happening. Hello to everyone watching. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our community here, okay? So again, while the city of Atlanta, Georgia is dealing with the water crisis, the situation that happened with the water main breaks, several major water main breaks, same time the power goes out at the airport. The question I'm asking is, what is going on in Atlanta, Georgia? Okay, but listen, y'all, the reason why I'm coming on tonight, it's a little bit later. I don't always necessarily, when I do go live, it's not always necessarily at this hour, but I did want to say that while, you know, there are several stories that may have our attention, whether they're pressing issues or not, okay, there are several things that I want to tell you about that are going on right now. Are you all able to see me clearly and hear me clearly? Can you all let me know before I really get into my topics? Could you all please let me know, are you able to hear me and see me clearly? I'm using a second device and it kind of looks a little bit blurry, so I just want to make sure you all can hear me and see me. So I'm going to type in the chat if you all could let me know. Okay, hopefully you all are able to hear me and see me clearly, okay? Listen, what I want to talk about some stories, things that are happening that you may or may not be aware of that we all need to know, okay? Listen, the first topic that I want to talk about, again, thank you all so much for your support. Let me just kind of clean my screen here. Okay, that may be a little bit better, okay? First story I want to talk about, y'all, recalls, okay? I have talked about recalls many, many times here on the channel. I want to bring you some information that there has been another food item, okay? One that's very common across many households. You may even want to check your own refrigerator, okay? I just recently bought some. Listen to this, y'all, okay? There is a cucumber recall, okay? How many of you all eat cucumbers? Whether you make it in a salad, you may do what? Add, just cut them up, you know, put whatever seasoning or oils or whatever you want to put on it, eat it. Cucumber recall, y'all. Okay, so according to my sources, there is a cucumber recall in 14 states as a warning is issued to customers. All right, listen at what's happening, y'all. Okay, a Florida company is recalling whole cucumbers that were shipped to 14 states last month. Okay, now here we are. It's what, June. Okay, apparently this happened in what, May. How many of you all, okay, still have your cucumbers from last month? Chances are most of them would have been eaten, possibly, right? But listen to what they're saying, y'all. A Florida company is recalling whole cucumbers that were shipped to 14 states last month because they could be contaminated with salmonella. All right, listen to what's being said. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, shared the announcement from Fresh Start Produce Sales on its website on Saturday. Okay, the company based in Delray said the recalled cucumbers were shipped to retail distribution centers, wholesalers, and food service distributors in, listen out for your state, okay, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, which is where I am, Illinois, Maryland, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia from May 17th through May 21st, okay? They're also saying, y'all, that the cucumbers are dark green, approximately 1.5 to 2 inches in diameter, and 5 to 9 inches long, according to the notice. Many cucumbers and English cucumbers, they're saying, are not included in the recall. Okay, again, hello to everyone watching. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Listen, please give this video a thumbs up. That will let me know you can hear me and see me. And that will also let me know that you support me here on the channel. Okay, I also want to invite you to subscribe and join our community. Okay, listen, the recall, okay, according to my sources, the recall was initiated after the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture informed the company that a product sample tested positive for salmonella. Okay, think about that, y'all. Here's a quote, according to the notice, and I quote, the FDA is conducting whole genome sequencing. What is that, y'all? Okay, let me say it again. That caught me off guard, okay? The FDA, here's a quote, according to the notice, the FDA is conducting whole genome sequencing. What is that, y'all? I don't have to do my research on that, okay? To determine if this sample is related to an ongoing salmonella outbreak investigation, okay? The FDA is investigating an outbreak of Salmonella africana, that's what it says, that has affected at least 141 people, but the product or products linked to the illnesses have yet to be identified, okay? Salmonella infections can cause fever, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, stomach cramps, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC. Now, according to a notice from Fresh Start Produce Sales, they said this, and I quote, although these cucumbers are unlikely to be found in the marketplace, anyone with the recalled product should not consume it and should destroy it and discard it or return it to the place of purchase for a refund. This is what they're saying. Now, like I said earlier, y'all, what are the chances that any of us, okay, that bought cucumbers in this from this particular brand during that time, what are the chances that we still have it to this day in June? Okay, most chances maybe people have already consumed it. I don't know, but it's kind of concerning. You know, a lot of times it's way after the fact, right? Excuse me. It could be months after, weeks after, sometime when they put out this information about the recall. Okay, so I don't know if you still have it or you're concerned about it. You know, you may want to look into what you need to do. Okay. Also, the notice said, and I quote, consumers should check with their retailer or place of purchase to determine whether the recalled cucumbers were sold where they shopped, okay? The company said it had notified customers. The company said it had notified customers who received the recalled product directly and requested they remove it from sales points and commercial activities. Okay, the company also has asked its direct clients to notify their customers about the recall. Okay, now they are also saying anyone needing additional information can contact the company at, here's the phone number, and that's 1-888-364-2993, Monday through Friday between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, recalls are usually issued, the article says, if there are concerns that a product may be harmful to consumers in some way, such as if they could be contaminated or if mislabeled products fail to disclose allergens. Okay, they're even saying that in recent days, ground beef, ice cream, and pies have been recalled over contamination fears. So a question that I have, y'all, again, what is going on with the food supply? Am I the only person concerned about the number of recalls, food recalls that are going on? Okay, so in the chat, I'm going to type a question. What are your thoughts on the recalled food item discussed? Okay, you can feel free to post your comments in the chat. Okay, listen, the next story that I want to tell you about, something that is coming up, President Biden. Okay, President Biden is expected to release, okay, it's being said that he is going to release 1 million barrels of gasoline to reduce prices at the pump ahead of July 4th. Okay, now in your area, okay, on the communities tab here on the channel, y'all, from time to time I post gas prices, right? I think the last when I bought gas yesterday, it might have been like $3.38, somewhere around $3.38 a gallon for unleaded. Okay, what are you paying for gas in your area? If you're like me, you're wondering, okay, why are gas prices so high? I am aware that it's the summertime, people are traveling, but you know, we're dealing with high food prices, high gas prices. It seems like, can we all just catch a break? Do you feel like that sometimes? Like, why is this so high? Why is that so high? Well, listen, again, President Biden is being said that he is expected to release 1 million barrels of gasoline to reduce prices at the pump ahead of July 4th. Okay, now we all know this is an election year. Is this the real solution? I don't know, but I've said here before on the channel many times, okay, our country should be, in my opinion, okay, you can let me know how you feel, but in my opinion, it seems like our country should be more energy independent, okay? Is this the right move? Is this the right move to tap into our, well, let me read the information to you and then I'll ask this question, okay? Now, the Biden administration, according to my sources, will release 1 million barrels of gasoline from reserves. Okay, so the question I was going to ask is, should we be tapping into our reserves? All right, listen, y'all, the Biden administration will release 1 million barrels of gasoline from reserves held in the Northeast to reduce prices at the pump ahead of the 4th of July holiday and summer driving season. Okay, the Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm said in a statement on Tuesday, and I quote, by strategically releasing this reserve in between Memorial Day and July 4th, we are ensuring sufficient supply flows to the tri-state region and Northeast at a time that they're saying, according to sources, hardworking Americans need it the most, okay? Gasoline futures have rallied 19% this year as oil prices have risen due to OPEC cutting production. I did a video about this months ago, and fears that the Israel-Hamas war could spark a broader Middle East conflict that disrupts supplies. Okay, so that's what they're saying. Rising energy prices stirred speculation in April that the Biden administration might tap the Strategic Petroleum Reserve in Texas and Louisiana ahead of the November presidential election. You all let me know your thoughts on that as well, okay? It was also said that White House National Economic Advisor Leo Brainard said last month that the administration would, and I quote, make sure that gas prices remain affordable. Okay, so please let me know your thoughts on that, okay? Now, The article does say that prices at the pump averaged $3.59 per gallon nationwide on Tuesday, about 4 cents higher than the year ago average, but lower than last month, according to the Motorists Association AAA. Okay, though gasoline prices have come down over the past month, broader inflation has remained stubborn and much to the dissatisfaction of customers. Okay, so let me know your thoughts on that, y'all. Is that the right move by tapping into reserves to lower gas prices, or do you feel like that is just a temporary solution? Okay, all right, y'all, listen. Something else I want to let you know about. Okay, in the state of Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania is actually distributing free potassium iodide. Okay, are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Pennsylvania to distribute free potassium iodide tablets near nuclear plants. Okay, I did a video maybe last year or a year or two ago here on the channel, and I was talking about potassium iodide. I want you to do your research on it to see what it's used for exactly before you determine if it's something that you want to invest in or have for you and your family. But listen, y'all, let me give you some background information, and I want you to think about this. Why are they really doing that? Do they know something that we don't know? And what is coming? Okay, the Pennsylvania Department of Health, okay, or to them known as the DOH, will offer free potassium iodide tablets on June 12th to residents living within 10 miles of the state's 4 active nuclear power plants. This initiative, according to my sources, is part of routine preventative efforts to prepare for potential emergencies. Okay, so again, I'm asking the question, what do they think is going to happen? Do they know something is going to happen and they just haven't told the people? What is really behind this? Okay, now they're also saying, okay, and this is out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Okay, so if you want to research this a little bit more, you can type in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and potassium iodide tablets. Okay, many potassium iodide tablets previously distributed by public health agencies are nearing their expiration dates. The upcoming distribution allows residents to exchange those expiring tablets for new ones. This event is in addition to the annual summer distribution. Okay, according to the acting Secretary of Health, Dr. Deborah Bogan, who made this statement, and I quote, "Ensuring medications on hand are kept up to date is an important part of protecting your health. Radiological emergencies, okay, are rare, but it is important for potentially affected Pennsylvanians to have unexpired tablets on hand." Okay, now the article also says that the DOH, or Department of Health, has worked with federal authorities to secure new tablets. Federal authorities. Okay, think about this, y'all. Now, if this is happening in the state of Pennsylvania, who's to say that it wouldn't happen in Georgia or whatever state that you're in? Okay, that's what I want us to think about. Okay, here's what they're doing in Pennsylvania. Who was to say that the government, okay, would not want to ensure that everyone has some? Kind of like they did with those tests. Okay, y'all know how they were trying to send out those particular tests. All right, hi, lady of the house is here. Thank you so much for tuning in and offering your support and your feedback. Okay, interesting. Why in Pennsylvania, right? It makes you wonder. Okay, why in Pennsylvania? Okay, that is a good question. Now, again, y'all, it's saying that potassium iodide helps protect the thyroid gland against harmful radioactive iodine and is safe. What they're saying is safe. The article is saying is safe for most people, including who they refer to as pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers, children, and infants. Okay. However, according to this source, individuals should consult a healthcare provider if unsure about taking potassium iodide. Tablets should be taken only if instructed by state health officials. Okay, so what are your thoughts on that, y'all? It does make you wonder. Now, again, like I said earlier at the beginning of the live, y'all, while there are other things going on in my own state right now, in the metro Atlanta area, people are dealing with not having water crisis, water outages. And I told you all that the world's busiest airport, at one time it was labeled the world's busiest airport. I don't know if it's still is. Power went out at the airport. Okay, this is all happening in the same metro area. making you wonder, okay, what is going on? Okay, is something going on? Is there something bigger going on here that they're not telling us about? But while those things are happening, okay, even if it's happening in, like it's happening in a metro area, okay, there are other things that are going on too that are not headline news, okay? Yes, I have some as well, okay? I showed it in a video maybe a year or two ago here on the channel, but I do have some as well, okay? And I even have a site, okay? Preparewithandrea.com, preparewithandrea.com, and you can get some potassium iodide tablets there as well. That's where I got mine from, okay? Y'all, it's concerning, okay? Now, they're saying that Pennsylvania's 4 active nuclear facilities are Beaver Valley Power Station, Limerick Generating Station, Peach Bottom Atomic Power Station, and Susquehanna Steam Electric Station. These facilities are closely regulated and well maintained, they're saying, okay? Our residents and workers within 10 miles of these plants can obtain potassium tablets by visiting a local distribution center on June 12th, or by calling the Department of Health or visiting the Chester or Montgomery County Municipal Health Departments. Those replacing expired tablets may bring them for disposal, but can also receive new medication without turning anything in. Okay, expired tablets can be thrown into the regular trash, but should not be flushed down the toilet, they're saying, or sink drain, okay? Individuals may request potassium iodide tablets from family members or others unable to pick up the tablets themselves. School districts and employers within a 10-mile radius needing to exchange medication should contact the department to make arrangements, okay? So it sounds like they're and here, this is what they're saying, y'all, at the end, okay? Providing potassium iodide tablets is an important measure to protect public health in the event of a nuclear incident, okay? Now, I wonder why do they think that something is going to happen? I'm just curious about that, okay? They're also saying by offering these tablets, the state aims to ensure that residents have access to necessary protective measures. This proactive step enhances community readiness and safety, okay? Do you think they're doing a good thing by providing these free tablets to their members of their community, okay? They're also saying that additional information on potassium iodide tablets and nuclear power plant safety can be found on the Department of Health's website at health.pa.gov, okay? Or even if you're not in Pennsylvania and you're interested in learning more, you can check out that site, okay? Listen, y'all, we need to talk about what's going on with this bird flu situation, okay? Many people speculate that they're going to try to bring out, many people speculate or may wonder, is this the next thing? Is this the next thing in the, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? That they're going to try to push. But most recently, okay, this news is coming out of, coming from the CDC. And they're saying that an individual in Michigan has recently been diagnosed with a potent strain of avian influenza, commonly known as bird flu. That's according to the CDC. This marks what they're calling the 3rd such occasion in the U.S., with all 3 cases having originated from dairy farms and each having no known connection to the other, okay? Each of the 3 affected individuals were employed at farms, suggesting a potential transmission from cow to human, okay? Now, I'm going to stop right here with this particular story, and because I'm actually going to speak about this more in depth in another video, okay? The last story that I want to tell you all about before I hop off the live, I want to speak a little bit about the World Economic Forum. I haven't seen this in headline news. You all know I have talked about the World Economic Forum before here on the channel. But according to reports, y'all, okay, the World Economic Forum founder, Klaus Schwab, okay, is stepping down by the year 2025, which is, at the time of this video, is next year, right? Listen, y'all, the question I ask is, how did the people who, the collective group that make up the World Economic Forum, how did they come together? Were they elected? Who put them in power? How is it that they are coming together to make decisions that could potentially affect you and I and other parts of the world? Okay, what and who gave them that authority? Okay, I've asked questions about that, but you can let me know your thoughts in the comments, okay? Listen, according to my sources, okay, Klaus Schwab, who, according to reports, is the founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, is stepping down from active leadership of the body that convenes the annual meetings of global executives and politicians in Davos, Switzerland. Okay, Schwab, who is 86, according to the article, announced his decision on Tuesday and is transitioning to a non-executive role by January 2025, according to a statement on the WEF website. Okay, the organization, according to the WEF, and I quote, the organization has also been undergoing, let me start over, y'all, I kind of messed up, sorry about that. According to a statement by the WEF, and I quote, the organization has also been undergoing a planned governance evolution from a founder-managed organization to one where a president and a managing board assume full executive responsibility. Okay, now that sounds concerning, right? The body didn't specify who would take those roles. Now, Schwab, according to the sources, started what became the World Economic Forum in 1971, initially called the European Management Forum, as a symposium on corporate management. In the following decades, the event ballooned to become an annual gathering of some 2,500 corporate executives, financiers, and politicians and other public figures from more than 100 countries, addressing matters such as inequality, migration, digital innovation, they say, and globalization. Okay, Schwab, the article says, chose the alpine location of Davos in a bid to make guests feel relaxed and speak freely. Okay, according to the Geneva-based nonprofit's website, with the slogan of, and I quote, committed to improving the state of the world. That's supposed to be their slogan, y'all. And I quote, committed to improving the state of the world. The forum attracts global attention and criticism, as well as what they're claiming is helping conspiracy theories. Okay, now I wonder who wrote this article, right? So why? The question I have about that is, why all of a sudden now is he stepping down? Okay, is it that he finds that he's having trouble passing what may seem like some agendas? It's very concerning. Okay, let's see. Right, you know, who put these people in power? And they claim, okay, as I just read, and I quote, that they are committed to improving the state of the world. Okay, I want to say that that statement, that slogan, can be highly debated, right? I don't know if their plan is something that would be considered an improvement. Okay, all right, is he, someone said he's going to his bunker. Listen, what does he know that we don't know? Okay, well, all of a sudden in 2025 does he want to step down? Okay, it makes you kind of wonder, right? Hey, he may be, who is that, Mark Zuckerberg? I think they were saying about something about he had a bunker that was in his news. Listen, a lot of them know exactly what's coming and what's going on, and so they are preparing as well. Okay, but still it's very concerning. Okay, are there any other stories or topics that I need to speak about? Okay, I will have some more videos coming this week here on the channel, but I did want to cover some of those topics, some that may not necessarily be headline news, but that I felt like was important to discuss here on the channel. Okay, all right, y'all, so if you did not catch this live in its entirety, please make sure that you go back and watch the replay. And I want to say again, thank you all so much for tuning in to the live. If you're watching and this is your first time, please make sure that you subscribe. Yes, subscribe to the channel, join our community. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Okay, take care, be blessed. Stay tuned to the community tab. I make posts, I upload articles and information. I even do polls on the community tab, so please make sure that you check that out as well. Subscribe to the channel, join our community. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Okay, take care. Until next time, I'll be back with more news and commentary you can use right here on Andrea Speaks TV. Thank you all so much for staying up with me. I'm here on the East Coast. It's 11:13 p.m. and I'm gonna be going to sleep soon. Okay, take care, y'all. Have a good night. Thank you all so much for staying up with me and tuning in. I appreciate you. If you didn't catch the full live, make sure you go back and watch the replay either tonight or in the morning. Make sure you leave me some comments, okay? Even if you're watching the replay, all right? I want to know your thoughts. Take care. Be blessed. I'll see you